Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into today's video. It's a 5-day forecast today, so we're going to have a detailed look at the weather for the next 5 days across the British Isles. It's starting off very quiet, if rather cloudy at the moment, but things will be turning a little bit more changeable as we go towards Friday and the weekend. But even so, plenty of dry weather, even then, into the weekend, and probably extending into next week, although Monday may have another band of rain going through. So it's really Friday and Monday that we could get some rain, but not a great deal happening, to be honest. Before I get on with the 5-day forecast, just about the ads. There's links to articles on both pages. That goes well as you can browse through widgets and any articles that are interesting, click through. The websites we're using for video are website.d and weberout.com. You can find a link to both those websites on my links page. Not going to bother with radar picture because there's no rain across the country today. It's very cloudy, so there's little bits and pieces of drizzle here and there, but they really are hard to see on the radar picture, so no point bothering with that. We'll just start off with the synoptic pressure chart. We've got a high pressure ridging across the country today. It's centred just to the east of us actually, but it's bringing in this very slack sort of southerly southeasterly flow. So a lot of cloud across the country today, very gloomy skies really. There will be little bits of sunny breaks coming through, a few bright and sunny spells, particularly perhaps to the northeast, but generally a lot of cloud around today. Now in theory it's quite mild. Temperatures in the upper atmosphere are mild, and if the sun was to get through the cloud, it will be pretty warm today, or not warm, but certainly temperatures into double figures. Unfortunately, under the cloud, we've got a bit of an inversion going on, so temperatures today, as it'll be 5 or 6 degrees, feeling quite chilly. Although, considering what it could be like, it could be very cold, of course, at this time of year. It's not too bad. Overnight, we'll tend to keep a lot of cloud around across the country. There could be a few breaks here and there. If that happens, it'll get fairly cold, with temperatures going down towards freezing, so patchy frost and a few fog patches as well. But generally, a lot of cloud again through the course of the night, keeping temperatures above freezing, and mainly dry conditions as well. As we move through into Thursday, the high pressure is still holding on, but it is weakening, and low pressure is starting to move in from the Atlantic. So Thursday, probably our last dry day, is going to be, again, very cloudy, some bright or sunny spells coming through, but limited. A lot of cloud again across many parts of the country. And temperatures again around 5 or 6 degrees. Later on, some cloud and rain could arrive across the far west of Ireland. And that sets the scene as we move through into Friday, with low pressure then coming in off the Atlantic. So a bit of a change for Friday. Now, Scotland is going to miss this low pressure and stay mainly dry, with a few bright or sunny spells and also a fair amount of cloud. But for Ireland, England and Wales, we have to bring this low pressure through, so it will turn cloudy and wet through the course of the day. Some of that rain could be quite heavy, especially in the west, probably turning lighter and patchier through the course of the afternoon as it pushes eastwards, but generally quite a damp day on Friday. First rain, significant rain for quite a long time. Temperatures, despite cloud rain coming through, interestingly, will be lifting up. So we could be at around 10 degrees in the far southwest. That's 50 Fahrenheit. That's because we're sort of disturbing the air a little bit. We're losing the inversion. And I say the air aloft is quite mild. So, yeah, we could be at 10 degrees in the southwest on Friday afternoon, 50 Fahrenheit. But it'll still be fairly chilly at just 3, 4 or 5 up in the north. Moving through into Saturday, and that low pressure sort of dies out across the country and starts to slip away to the south. Pressure is trying to build over Scandinavia, and if the Atlantic was a bit weaker, we could be heading for easterlies next week, but I don't think that's really an option, because the Atlantic is actually pepping up as we're going into the start of next week. But for Saturday, we may start off with some cloud and patchy rain in the far south and southeast. That will very quickly die away. And other than little bits of drizzle already in the south and on the south coast, most places should be dry on Saturday. Rather cloudy for England and Wales, the best of any sunny spells probably coming through for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures somewhere around 6, 7, 8 degrees once again. Going into Sunday, you can see that high pressure really is building strongly over Scandinavia. It's up to 1,040 millibars, but look how tightly packed the ice bars are in the Atlantic. Purple colours are coming back to Greenland, so that's telling us that the polar vortex is becoming very intense again around Greenland, and that's all associated with some very cold air that's plunging through the United States at the end of the week and into the weekend. It means this high pressure, although it's trying to build over Scandinavia, really isn't going to be able to, and low pressure will be coming in off the Atlantic. For Sunday, we're probably going to have another mainly dry day. Become quite windy across Scotland and Ireland later on with some cloud and rain heading in, particularly to the northwest of Scotland and the northwest of Northern Ireland. Quite heavy rain there, but becoming quite windy. That's going to make it feel quite cold, actually, in the north and west on sunny afternoon. For England and Wales, again, lots of dry weather, a fair amount of cloud, a few bright or sunny spells coming through once again, and temperatures again somewhere around 6, 7 or 8 degrees. But I have to emphasise, as the wind freshens in the north, it will start to feel quite cold. And then that band of rain comes across the country overnight Sunday into Monday. That could give a little bit of snow over the Scottish mountains and over the Pennines as it pushes into that high pressure sitting over Scandinavia. But it's going to be rain elsewhere, and that will push down across England and Wales through the course of Monday. It could be quite a wet day down across the south. Then high pressure building in behind, and it turns mainly dry. A few showers, but mainly dry for Scotland and Ireland by the end of Monday. That high pressure probably takes over then as we go into next week, so more dry weather coming through after Monday. Temperatures again somewhere around 6, 7 or 8 degrees. So I have a look at charts and weather outlook. A lot of cloud across the country today, but mostly dry conditions for many of us. As we go through into Thursday, again, lots of cloud across the country, a few sunny spells coming through, relatively chilly as well. There's the rain coming in on Friday, so that could be quite heavy in the west and the southwest, but shouldn't amount to too much up in the north. As we get through into Saturday, lots of dry weather on Saturday. Could be some patchy rain in the south first thing, but most places will be dry and fine. Temperatures really quite mild. Mainly dry as we go through into sunny as well, but later on become windy and a little bit wet up across Scotland and Northern Ireland. And then cloud and rain spills across the country through into Monday, but temperatures staying quite mild. So in summary, we're going to be seeing a lot of dry weather to start off with, band of rain coming through on Friday, and then it's going to weekend. Again, lots of dry weather over weekend. Another band of rain comes in late on sunny into the far northwest and across the country through into Monday. After that, probably turning very dry once more. That's it for now, and thanks for watching.